is CBS News Miami.
Right now at 6 o'clock, plans are in place to remember the 7-year-old girl from Indiana who died in a tragic sandhole accident this week on the beach in Lauderdale-By-The-Sea. Good evening, South Florida. I'm Elliot Rodriguez.
And I'm Naja Sherman. Lauren Pastrana has the night off. CBS News Miami's Joan Murray joins us live in Lauderdale-By-The-Sea with the latest. And Joan, there's going to be a moment of silence for the little girl.
That's right. This is information we have just gotten in, and we can tell you that tomorrow night, Friday night at 6 p.m. here on the beach at Lauderdale-By-The-Sea, there will be a moment of silence. And they are also going to have a moment of silence at the town's next meeting, which is next Tuesday, beginning at 6:30 p.m. Also, we have learned that at that meeting, there's going to be a lot of discussion about what happened here on the sand Tuesday, as well as what can be done about it. In the meantime, we have learned today that there may be more to the story about how these children ended up in that hole.
Look, I didn't go right up to him. It looked squared. It was well done. It was, I mean, he did a job on it. That was no trivial little digging.
Harry DeFina says he was walking on Lauderdale-By-The-Sea beach Tuesday and saw an odd sight.
And then I saw the father was just beside himself, and it wasn't him. It wasn't him or his wife. And so I imagine that the kids were attracted to that hole and went in.
Half an hour later, he saw a commotion where that hole was dug. People desperately trying to pull two children who were buried in a hole in the sand. He's convinced the kids started digging where that man left off when the sides caved in.
I'm even upset that somebody would imply that those kids dug that hole. They didn't dig that hole. It was massive.
7-year-old Sloan Mattingly did not survive. Her 9-year-old brother did.
All I could see from it, I'm not going to be able to finish this. All I could see was the top of the girl's head.
Lauderdale-By-The-Sea has no lifeguards. We spoke with the city of Hollywood, which has dozens of lifeguards up and down their beach, and they watch out for people digging holes.
Usually when we see people digging, we'll approach and we'll let them know, please cover your holes when you're done. If they're digging a hole very deep, we'll stop them.
They say the Pompano Beach Fire Rescue Team, which assisted Tuesday, had just undergone training they were a part of.
We try to put shore boards up to be able to keep that from happening so we can get them out safely.
There are incidents that happen quite often, and the lifeguards and beach safety are usually patrolling and stopping more than you would think.
Lauderdale-By-The-Sea is considering getting lifeguards. They have gotten a proposal for 2 lifeguards 7 days a week, 8 hours a day at $200,000 a year. And we also learned that the town has been in contact with the Mattingly family and that the Broward Sheriff's Office is offering grief counseling. At that meeting next week, they are going to be discussing the lifeguard situation as well as possibly getting a memorial for 7-year-old Sloan Mattingly. Reporting in Lauderdale-By-The-Sea, Joan Murray, CBS News Miami.